Hello, let's do the New York Times games for Thursday, September 11th. All right, I'm seeing Snicker and Mar right next to each other. We also have Whopper and Mound. These are like chocolate, well, not chocolate like bars, because Whoppers aren't bars, but chocolate without the S. You have Whoppers, Mounds, Snickers, and Mars. I don't know, that seems like they're trying to trick you. Especially since these two are right next to each other, and these two are right next to each other. And Snicker, everybody's going to think Snickers when they see Snicker. So, I'm not going to do that just yet. In fact, I think Whopper probably goes with Mammoth and Colossus as something big, something huge, a whale. Okay, so that's one category. I bet all four of these are getting split up. We're doing the rainbow herring, as they've come to be called. So what does Snicker go with? Like Snicker, you snicker at something, you whisper, you're like talking behind somebody's back. Well, maybe you stare and point, maybe it's not really talking, but like things you do, like it's somebody at school when they have an embarrassing moment. You point, you stare, you whisper, you snicker. Maybe. So that's another category, potentially. And then Mar could go with dent, and ding is to like scratch. Oh, there's scratch right there, so we could scratch. Okay, so we have that category. So what of the four haven't I used yet? I haven't used mound. Mound, a box, a base. Oh, these are baseball terms. And a plate. Okay, so these are baseball terms. All right, so I have all the four of the categories, I think. Which one is purple? None of these are like fill in the blanks. None of them are taking parts of words, so this might be tricky to try and figure out which one is which. I don't think box, base, plate, and mound is going to be purple. That's just too easy for baseball. Colossus, Mammoth, Whale, and Whopper, maybe a little bit more tricky. I'm not sure about that one. Dent, ding, scratch, and Mar are, that's pretty obvious too. So I'm thinking it's point, snicker, stare, and whisper, but maybe not. Just because these aren't synonyms. These are different actions you do. The other ones are all synonyms, like Colossus, Mammoth, Whale, Whopper is a synonym. Scratch, ding, dent, Mar is a synonym. Box, plate, base, and plate, or and what was the other one? Box, plate, base, and mound aren't synonyms, but that's a fairly obvious baseball category. So I feel like this is going to be the toughest one. Nope, it wasn't. It was blue. So maybe it is the baseball one? Plate, base, what was the other one? The batter's box. And the mound. All right, on a baseball field. That is a weird category for purple. Just because it's like things on a baseball field. Maybe box because it's usually called the batter's box. It's not really referred to very much as just the box. So maybe. And then I'm going to go with Whale, Whopper, Mammoth, and Colossus is green, maybe? Yeah, there you go. And then, yeah, this is just yellow, just to blemish. There you go. All right, well, that one was really easy. I just had a hard time figuring out which one was purple. Okay, let's check the bot. Yeah, 94% solve rate, 70% with no mistakes. This one was super easy. The only challenge was trying to reverse rainbow this thing. That was the only challenge. Oh, I didn't see what they give it. Well, we'll get back to it. If it's anything higher than I'll say 2. If it's anything higher than a 2, I'll be shocked. It should be like a 1. So most people are getting green first, then yellow, then blue, then purple. Let's check ever. I mean, it's just everybody getting everything. There's not much here. If you do lose, you get green or nothing. Green, blue, green, purple, green, yellow. So green seems to be the easiest one. If you can say there's one that's the easiest, it's green. Mound with enormous? I guess if you had like a mound of coins or something like that, that would be like a huge amount, but I don't know if I've ever heard mound used in that way. Putting mound in with scratch, I don't get that one. Snicker, I don't get that one. Points, don't get that one. I don't get any of these. I don't really understand. I don't think there's really a red herring other than the candy bar one. Here it is. So 1% of people fell for the candy bar one. Like, it did not trick anybody whatsoever. Nobody fell for this. Oh, man. I'm very curious to see what they give it now. All right, let's see what they give it. Again, if it's above 2, I'm going to be shocked. 2, even 2, I feel like is way too high for this. I mean, obviously I've already seen the bot, but I said that before I saw the bot numbers. Like, do they really think people are going to fall for the candy bars minus an S? Well, hopefully you weren't one of the 1% of people that fell for the rainbow herring. I thought it was extremely easy. Again, the only challenge was trying to reverse rainbow it, which I failed at. But that's the problem when they're all so easy. There's not one that really stands out as being the most difficult. So, Okay, let's do the mini. George Carlin for the first episode of Saturday Night Live. Host, maybe? Sulky looking, no idea. Request for a high five. Not sure. Subway system. What? Opponent of Cuomo and Mondani in the NYC mayoral race. Adams? Crossed one fingers. Hoped? Straight out of Outa? That's probably it. Bad time to head outside with a tall metal rod. Storm? What autocorrect corrects typos? As I typo something. Sneaker named for a big cat. Puma. Okay, 42 seconds. Not bad. Okay, let's go through some of these. Host, I got that right. Pouty, sulky looking. Okay. Oh, that was in the answer. Oh, that was the answer in Wordle yesterday. Request for a high five. Up top. Oh, okay. Subway system, a metro. All right, no, not yeah. Eric Adams. Hoped. I think I got all the downs. Yeah. So the downs probably would have gotten a lot faster today. I mean, I still got on 42 seconds, so it's not bad. But up top, I would have never have thought of. And then Metro, maybe I could have thought of. I think in DC they call it the Metro, but in New York they don't. I don't think. I've never been to New York, but I've never heard it referred to that. All right, on to pips. Okay, we need 3 equals up here, so we need a double one. So this double goes up here. Where's the other 3? So no, we need the double 1. And then this one goes upside down. This has to be a 0 here, so this is 0, 6. This is equal, so this is double 3, and then this goes vertically. 17 seconds. Nice. I knew it was, but just to confirm, there's the cookie. All right, on to the medium. All right, so we need a 6 down here. We have a bunch of 6s. We need a 5. We have multiple 5s. We need a 3. How many 3s do we have? We have a 3, 4, and a 3, 2, and a 3, 5. Okay, so that doesn't tell us much. If we did 6, 6 here, we'd need a 5 or a 3 right here. If we did a 6, 5 here, we'd need a 4 right here, which both work. How many 2s do we have? We only have 1 2, so this 2 has to go vertically, like this. All right, so that means we need these 2 to be 6s, so this has to be the 6, 6. All right, that makes things easier. We need a 6 down here. There's only 1 6 left, so that's the 6, 5. And we need 4s. That's probably the 4, 4. Okay. We could do the 5, 5 down here. We need 14 up here. So we could do 5, 5. And then this 5 goes down here. And then this 4 goes up here like this. 57 seconds, yeah. It just took a bit of figuring out. I guess if I had started up here, if I'd started with the 2 because there was only 1 2 in the puzzle, that would have sped things along quite a bit. The fact that I was focusing on the 5s and the 6s from the beginning slowed me down a bit. Maybe I need to be on the lookout for these ones that need an exact number and just seeing if there's only one of those, because that made that a lot easier. That forced the 6, 6 here, and then everything else fell into place. Just so you guys can see it, there's no cookie there. All right, let's try the impossible task of doing under a minute for the hard. Ooh, bunch. We need a double up here. So we have a 3, 3. Do we have any other doubles? We have a 2, 2. So there's a bunch that could go up there. We have multiple 4s, so that doesn't really help. All of these have to be 6s. Okay. We could do a 0, 6 like this. And do we have a 5, 6 anywhere? That would have to go in here vertically. Do we have a 5, 6? I don't see a 5, 6, so how does that work? Oh, maybe we don't have anything vertically in here at all. How many 5s do we have? We have 1, 5, 3, a 5, 1. and a 5, 2. Okay, so one of these 5s is going to have to go down here horizontally. And then the 6, 0 is probably going like this vertically. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals in here. So what do we have a ton of? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 2s. We have 1, 2, 3 5s. We don't have enough 6s. The 6s need to go in here anyway. In fact, I think all the 6s need to go in here. Okay. So it's probably the 2s that are going over here, I think. So maybe something like this. Do we have a 2, 4? 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. I don't see a 2, 4. So maybe this one doesn't go here like this. It might need to go there like that, actually, because I don't know how else we're doing this. We'd need another double 2 in here if we didn't do it this way. Do we have a 6, 2? We do. So we could do the 6, 2 here. And then this has to be a 2, 4, right? Do we not have a 2, 4? Am I missing something? 2, 5. Huh. If not, we'd have to have a 4 or something horizontally, but that means we'd have to have a 2, 2 here. Another double 2, and we don't have a double 2. Am I missing something? Maybe the 5. Do we have enough 3s to go in here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3s. Okay, so maybe it's the 3s that go in here. Okay. Do we have a 3, 4? We do. All right, 3, 4 can go like this. We have a 3, 0, maybe. Do we have a double 5 to go up here? No. We have a 3, 6, so the 3, 6 could go this way. And then I think that 6, 0 still goes in here like this. And then we need maybe a 0, 3. Do we have a 0, 3? We do. Oh, I don't need to turn that around. This can just go like this. And then we need another 3. I think we only have 1 3 left. No, we have 2 3s left. So we can maybe go 3, 2. And then we can go 3, 5 up here. And we need a 0 in here. We only have 1 0 left. That's a 0, 1. And then this has to be a 5. So we need a 5, 2 maybe? Because we need 4 2s over here in this blue box. So these double 2 has to go here. We have a 2, 6, so that can go here like this. This 5, 1 has to go here. The 6, 1 has to go here. This double 4 goes up here, and then the 4, 1 goes here. I mean, 336 on that one, I don't feel it's too bad. I was so focused on the 2s going in here. I think I miscounted the 3s at the beginning. I thought only 2s had enough to go in here, and I was wrong. So, I mean, knowing that this one had to be a domino with the same number on both sides kind of limits that, but I mean, I knew it had to be the 2s. Actually, maybe it didn't limit that all that much, because I thought for certain there was only enough 2s to go in here. And then it turned out there was enough 3s. In fact, more than enough 3s. We had 1 up here, too. Wait up, did we have enough 2s? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't even have enough 2s to go in here. Maybe I counted the 3s, and then for whatever reason I skipped. I misremembered and went to the 2s. So that was probably a mistake on my part now that I think about it. Oh, well, I mean, the time, it could have been better. It could have been better. But there's no way this is going to happen in under a minute, so I guess it doesn't matter all that much. So just to verify, 1 cookie day. Singular cookie. Oh well. If you are enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.